On this exciting episode of Afternoon Delight, all the members go on emotional journeys. They learn something new about themselves. They find love. And one of them dies. Keep tuned.
This is Bournemouth Student Radio. Nerve.
Hello, this is Afternoon Delight, a comedy radio chat show, which is all about the laughs. Okay, so I'm Simon Schneider. I'm joined today by
Jack,
Tim,
Zak,
James.
And if you want to contact the studio and say hello or something, you can go and contact us on Twitter at Nerve Radio, go on Facebook and then find Nerve Radio, or text into the studio on 07766404142. Start your texts with Nerve Radio. Zach, what's that number?
and if you text in, you'll win a prize of my choosing.
Okay, brilliant. What to expect today? We're going to be playing Zak's Game later on, towards the end. We're also going to be playing Agony Aunt. I say playing, we're going to be doing Agony Aunt to help people with their problems.
helping the people.
Yeah, we're going to be helping people with Agony Aunt. And there's also B News, which...
I got a fact.
Okay, cool.
Remember... It's, I
later.
can't remember. I'm just saying. I can't remember how much money, but it's very little money to join the United Kingdom Federation of Bees Keepers, not bees.
Are we their unofficial spokesman now?
I'm their unofficial spokesman.
Oh, okay, cool.
You can get your own.
So, how is everyone? How's everyone feeling?
Aye.
Has the sun made you happier?
Well, we're inside, so it doesn't really make any...
All right. Well,
we can look out on it and feel like we're in a cave, so there's that. That's not good.
It's always nice to feel like you're in a cave.
Oh, different people, different strokes.
I had some lemonade. I feel a bit bloated now, I'll be honest.
Does lemonade bloat you?
Yeah, a bit.
How much lemonade did you have?
Carbon dioxide.
Bringing us on to the umbrella topic of the week.
Oh, good. Yeah, we do those. The umbrella
Lemonade.
topic of the week isn't lemonade, but it's science.
Oh.
Okay?
Well,
Oh no.
I'd rather
speaking
it
of
be
science, I had some orangeade, and I probably too would have been bloated had I not had a 6-inch spicy Italian Subway to
Spicy
counteract that
from a store which we won't name, but
Spicy
isn't the only sandwich store you can go to.
Okay, from a store like Subway,
Yeah.
that is Subway.
We all
yeah.
we all feel very neutral about it.
By
Yeah.
subway, do you mean the train system, or the standard?
We just found one in a bin.
Italian train station would be brilliant.
So we've just come back from Easter, and this is our first show of the term.
Easter, the destination.
Well, okay, I'm sorry.
From Easter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Proper
came
grammar.
back on the Italian spicy train, and that was nice. So we're here now
Yeah.
in summer.
Yeah. Well, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, you can't complain to the weather because what will they be able to do? The weathermen
lot.
don't take requests.
Weatherman, like a surname.
John Weatherman.
Can you imagine how sort of innovating and how much money there would be in sort of a machine that could change the weather?
Yes.
There is that.
No.
Yeah, there is. For the Olympics in China, they had guns that they fired into the
Wait,
clouds to disperse rain. So on the ceremony, there wasn't any rain.
Wait, to disperse? Oh, to
Yes.
empty the clouds of rain.
No,
No.
empty the dispersion. There was big rain clouds over the stadium on the opening ceremony night, and they fired basically big cannons into the sky that dispersed the clouds.
What if you fired that at a man? Would he like shrivel up and be all like, "I'm thirsty"?
No, it disbands the cloud. The cloud still is spread out, so
It's just a
yes.
scare
it would be like more.
It's to brighten the clouds.
Shoot, God.
Bang, 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 bang.
No, when it applied to a human, I imagine it would work in a similar way to that of normal cannons and cut you in half.
Oh. I won't be
Oh.
getting one of them then.
And then, of course, you would dry out.
It's so
Yeah.
It's
Just
so
like a
North
raisin.
Korea to do psychological warfare with the weather.
Wait,
So,
hang on,
yeah,
did you
just
just
get
say
it out of the
you just
way.
confused
Yeah.
North Korea and China?
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah,
Oh.
I did.
My
Wait,
favourite
what?
thing here is we can't mention sandwich shops, but we can have a slight at a country.
No,
Yeah.
it was an
Yeah,
Get that
China.
country mixed up with somewhere
accident.
else as well.
You've mislabeled, what is it, a seventh of the population of the world there?
Yeah.
A billion
they forgive
people,
me.
and the people of North Korea as well, who I'm sure.
Yeah, and then Kim
Just
listens
as livid.
regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim is so upset right now.
In all fairness, though, there may be some North Koreans listening to us because they've recently got 3G as
That
recently.
doesn't mean they
I said there
Yeah.
could be.
That doesn't mean they
Got
don't.
internet, now we're going to have to listen to Nerve. That's the first thing they're
Yeah,
gonna do.
the very first thing.
Wouldn't that be the biggest disappointment? The first Western culture they experience is our show.
Oh, no, well,
Well,
self-deprecation.
no,
Well, then you
not
probably would get
not
that.
even self-deprecation. I mean, there's so much other stuff.
You could use
That's
the internet to
better
say,
than
look
us.
at, look at the Sistine Chapel, to read the works of Proust and Shakespeare. No, they're gonna get straight on Nerve Radio and
That's
listen
the
to us
point I
talk.
was trying to make.
Okay,
There's
well,
so
fair
much
enough.
other
Do any-
more inspiring things. in
Do
the
any of
world.
you guys actually remember the first thing you did on the internet?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I do.
Yeah.
I think we all do.
Am I
Yeah,
going
I
to
do.
talk about it?
Oh, okay. Well,
Can I talk about it?
Go
Yes,
ahead.
I
yes.
can.
All right, sure. Go
No,
on,
it's
then.
actually quite innocent. I remember we were in a caravan at the time because we were kind of halfway moving between a house my dad was building, and took up the entire space, like big computer, phones and wires everywhere. And it was like, right, you've got 2.5 minutes on the internet, and that's all you've got. And I was right. Well, I'm going on the Fox Kids website then, aren't I?
Oh, that's
Because I loved Digimon.
Oh,
Oh boy, did I love Digimon. So
Other small creature franchise are available.
there's plenty of 90s monster cartoons for you to choose.
And you can just go out in the world and look at critters. That's an option, kids. You lazy.
Yeah, I just like Pokemon, I sometimes like to catch a cat and a fish and make them fight.
I can imagine there's only really one winner. Actually, maybe that's a terrain thing.
There's one winner, and it's Tim.
No, the what, you think the cat won? I caught a tuna,
Oh, okay.
800 pounds and 2 meters long. The cat stood no chance.
Yeah, I know, but it depends on the terrain, doesn't it?
Yeah.
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 But regardless,
Sky.
just launch them both out a plane.
And then shoot them with a cannon and disperse them, and then dry out. Especially the fish, because it's dry anyway. Sky's not got a sea in it.
The fish is less dry than the cat. The fish lives in the sea.
Yeah, but you took it out.
It's just
Yeah, he
flopping
is out
around.
there.
Think about
Is
it.
that how you? So if something's not in water, it's dry. So
Yes.
if you were to get straight out of the bath, you would be dry instantly.
Well, I don't know how you do it, Tim, but I don't go walking around dripping all over the shop, do I? That's just bad for business.
We've come a long way from the first thing you did on the internet.
I went on the
have.
Fox Kids website.
I went
I
on the
was-
Cartoon Network kids website.
I was similar to both of
that
you.
was a second or third.
I went
I think.
Disney.
Yeah.
I went Disney website to play some of their games. They were right.
I remember the games. They were good games.
Oh, do you guys remember the games like that came with newspapers and things?
Yes,
the little
and
PC
they really-
ones.
I really hated them. They were nothing like the good games. They were free for a reason.
I gave you one the other day, didn't I? I'm sure I gave someone one. I gave
You didn't
someone
give me a game, you gave me a soundtrack.
You-
yeah,
you
I
came
gave
back and
someone
brought
a-
us all
present.
gifts.
Yeah, I got a Scrabble with the Times. Just not a Scrabble game. I can't do it.
I've actually been on a quest to find other people that have played this game, but Frosties for I think it was the '98 World Cup, did a promotional thing where you had to collect 4 discs in the
Yeah.
boxes, and then you got a World Cup game. And I genuinely really love that game. And I've since then I've spoken to people, and people have gone, "What?"
Text, comment, and ring in
Yes,
if you have
please,
also
yeah,
played
yeah.
this game.
I just want to verify it, so I know I don't. So I'm
What
not
was it?
insane.
1998.
It was like the 1998 World Cup, I think.
You've mentioned it before.
Yeah. This
This
is.
is a big part of your life.
We still were confused.
Yeah, but no one's ever seen it before, so I don't know if it was just some horrible person at Sainsbury's that was toying with my mind. That they programmed a game, customised 4 Frosties boxes.
I saw you coming in. I saw you a mile away and just like, I need to get on this quick. Program it for this kid. I hate him.
Anyway, yeah, this is an appeal. If any of you can verify Tim's quandary, then text in on 07766404142.
Or tweet at Nerve Radio.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Nerve Radio.
Oh, we're getting good at this.
Or come to here
Yeah.
and knock on door.
Or text us, starting with Nerve Radio, to 07766404142. Or like us on Facebook at
I just said that.
Nerve Radio. Or tweet in at Nerve Radio. Or text in.
Okay,
See where I'm
brilliant.
going.
I was hoping you'd end
That's
with
the rap
and
guys.
start your text with Nerve Radio and not tell them where to text it to. That would have made me much happier.
Sorry.
But,
But
you know, we can't all
Yes,
have a cake
internet.
and eat it.
Zach, do you remember the first thing you did on the internet?
No. No, I don't.
How old were you when you actually first went on the internet?
Like 2.
What?
You were not 2 when you
Probably not. But it's a long time.
If you were 2 when you went on the internet, you must be like 14 now.
Actually, no.
You're incredibly hairy for a
My
14-year-old.
first experience
Yes.
on the internet was watching my sisters on the internet because they were older and they played scary games with other friends like Diablo 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
And I was 6 at the time, so I used to cry. 'Cause, a man screaming, "I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you!"
I remember. Do you remember having to connect it up to the dial-up and then the screeching
I love
sound it
that
made?
sound.
Did you love it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly
a great impression.
like that.
Did anyone like on their school systems have like blockers that
Yeah.
block certain websites?
Yeah.
Did anyone ever have the brainwave to go on the BBC Games website?
Yeah.
Because they
Once,
they
yeah.
could not block BBC because of BBC Bite Size and GCSE Bite Size and then the A-level stuff, so they could not block BBC. There were so many games on there.
Yeah.
So
If
many.
you're listening, young kids, you could probably hack around it, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, how have you gotten to Nerve Radio?
Someone found a way to hack into our. You could, if you typed into the Earl, you could get onto the security cameras. at our school.
What?
Yeah, you could. So if you just typed in, I think it was like CM and then colon
Careful.
and then a number. No, this was just. I've not said what school I go to, so even if they
Okay.
did go to my school,
All
then,
right, cool.
and then you typed in a number, it would bring up that number camera, and you anywhere in the school you could find, and you could watch people in certain classrooms.
What? That's like Saw stuff. And I can imagine more than one child would have seen their mate on a camera and just, sent a text or a creepy
No,
call.
yeah,
I
you
know
could.
exactly where you are.
No, because you also had, if you knew the person, you could send. We had like a school email called Squirrel Mail.
Oh,
That's really nice.
But it had this flaw in it that if you clicked send and held enter, for as long as you held enter, it would send emails. So it would like going send. So like if you held down enter for like 10 minutes, it would send like 15,000 emails to that account and then just break it. And then you never had Squirrel Mail anymore. So I had Squirrel Mail for all of about 2 weeks, and then I never got it back again. Because once it was full Squirrel Mail, you couldn't get on it.
Oh, wow.
Once the squirrel had too many nuts, the squirrel died.
Oh, well, that
The
makes it less nice. There was some stuff I wanted to talk about, like, so we're all back from Easter and we're all back at uni, and I don't know about you guys, but the first time I sort of get back and sort of settle back into my uni life, I'm reminded just over and over the sort of luxuries that I just had at home, the sort of how...
Oh, like fridge luxuries.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
The fact that there's actually food in the house.
yeah.
I have the opposite. I have no food when I go back home because my mom lives in a different place now, so I actually get no food.
Oh, yeah, she moved without telling you,
Yeah.
didn't she?
What?
Well, no, I still have my house, but my sister lives there now. But I don't. Even before, when my mom lived there, she didn't buy food for me. I just had to survive on my own. So
You got this far.
That sounds
Yeah.
very.
But surely your
unappealing.
mum ate. Didn't your
Sorry?
mum eat food?
She just
Shit,
kept it all in
this
her
is
room.
This is the thing my girlfriend asked. I was like, doesn't your mom buy food? My mom worked late, so she would get food before going for lunch and then eat dinner after work, and then she would arrive back. I had this problem in sixth form. I rarely ate.
So she'd get home and you'd be sitting there really hungry and she's like, what's your problem?
During sixth form, she used to supply dinner, but then I would ask, what about lunch and breakfast? And then she's like, oh yeah. She kind of forgets that I need to eat.
Oh, well.
So I have the opposite. Here I have much more luxury.
Oh.
Well, that's
Oh.
different to my experience.
Yeah, that's different to my experience as well. Like when I go home, there was this time around there was like a little packet and there was like 4 of them in there, and they were chicken and chorizo enchiladas, just ready to eat. We also had olives. We had pigs in blankets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had cheese in blankets. So like mozzarella cheese wrapped in bacon. You
sounds
just
nice.
put that in the oven for 10. When am I ever going to eat anything other than potatoes when I'm here?
Yeah. Oh, it's just so much. I love
Speaking
it
of
at
diet,
uni.
actually, have you seen on the news that someone's published a report that says the only things you need to You can get all your nutrition from potatoes and butter.
What?
All the nutrition you'd require just from eating potatoes and butter.
Okay, but are there no sort of...
No, that's what it's just. You could live off
How-
potatoes, butter, and water.
You know what else, right? There's a really readily available food source that's usually all around you that has every single nutrient. Just other people. They've got everything you need to survive. You need some blood. You can have some.
got a thirst for blood?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it
some
works.
meat.
Because if you've suffered from blood loss, you just need to eat more blood.
Yeah. Or just any red liquid substitute. Cranberry juice,
Red
tomato
wine.
juice, red wine. That's a good one. Other red juices.
Clearly
If you know another red juice, text, tweet,
Pomegranate.
email. Pomegranate, that's a good one.
Strawberry milkshake.
Strawberry
milk,
juice.
That's pink.
Pink is a shade of red.
Oh, well, fair enough then. Let's expand.
Well, that's a nice little look into how sex sees the world.
Angel Delight. Is
It's
that
a bit thick, so you'd have to have lost a lot of blood.
just replace
No,
it
wouldn't
with
you,
Angel Delight.
wouldn't you rebuild flesh with that?
No, that'd be nice.
So this theory isn't really actually helpful.
It's
can't-
delicious.
Yeah, it's not going to help you in any way, but if it happens, you'll just feel a bit disgusted with yourself.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Welcome to the insight into Zach's mind. Oh, I've lost my arm. Get some Angel Delight, some tomato juice.
I have no idea why they don't employ you in some sort of
You know,
profession in medical science.
You know those little candy sticks?
Yeah.
I'll use them as
Bones.
fingers.
No,
Bones
they're
for
bones.
my fingers. Yeah.
What, the Spider-Man cigarettes?
Yeah.
things? Yeah.
Other superhero-based sweets
Yeah.
are available. Yeah. What I'd say, because we're on the topic of like uni to home.
And science, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I brought it back
Well,
to
no,
science.
I was actually talking about an actual scientific paper that had been published. You were not talking about science.
I was
You were,
helping.
you were talking about using tomato juice as a substitute for blood.
I was doing that. And I've got nothing else to say about it.
Anyway, so I got back home, and on the first day, my mum was like, "Okay, what sort of meal do you want? What's your favourite meal?" And I was like, "I like burgers. Burgers are nice." For 3 weeks straight, I ate just burgers, pretty much. It didn't get old, and I still enjoyed it. But that is one of those things that when I got home from uni, it's like,
Did she
what
cook
am I
burgers
eating?
every day, or did
yeah,
she
yeah,
just
homemade,
stop-
not
did-
like you know.
So she homemade burgers every day.
More often than not. It wasn't 3 weeks straight. I did have other stuff, but I had a lot of burgers whilst I was
Make
out.
sure you get some potatoes and butter,
Oh yeah.
because those are all the things you need. Is this really true?
I don't think it is. I'm
Yes, it is.
sceptical.
Yeah, it is. Just Google it.
Well, when you
It's
think
been all
about
over Facebook today. Like people have been sharing it. Like
People have got very boring lives.
When you think about it, the Irish, they lived pretty much on potatoes and butter.
Yeah,
for a
well,
long
that's a
period. And then they had
generalisation.
that famine.
yeah, but they had a famine. That's the
We
point.
had nothing else. They were ahead of us.
Little known
Just in a
fact.
couple of weeks, everyone's going to only be eating potato and butter, and then there'll be news reports about potato butter addictions, and we'll go on a downward spiral.
Do you know why?
Yeah? Yeah.
Going down.
Do you know why the Scottish famously don't like the Irish?
Because of
This
the
is a known thing.
Is
It's
this
because
just one
the Sc-
reason?
No, because the
No reason.
Scottish had a famine at the same time as the Irish did, but they got no attention.
Oh, because
So the Irish got all the famine attention, and
Basically,
the Scottish got none.
The Irish made a big deal of it.
Yeah.
It's when a woman has a cold and a man has a cold, the man has man flu and the woman is just gets
Oh.
on with.
Irish famine.
Yeah.
flu.
Another thing that I thought might be interesting to talk about. So
Yeah.
I think that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What is everyone planning to do with the third term? Because third term is sort of usually the funnest. It's usually the most relaxed and usually
For
the
you,
sunniest. What? Do you have?
I have exams.
Oh yeah, of
You're
course.
the course that has nothing like that. You're just oh.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
always
really exam
forget we
someone
don't have
on-
exams.
You know, you can't quiz someone on script writing.
Yeah, you can.
How? What is
History
this?
of
A pen
scriptwriters.
or a pencil?
History of scriptwriters.
No.
The
because
styles of script writing.
No, because
You could have a unit about it.
You could.
You could.
You could. But there'd be no
Violence in
quiz.
media.
Yeah, well...
You could test you about that.
Why are you trying to give us exams? What?
Because you should have exams.
What? I don't. Why are you the authority on that?
I just feel a degree should at least have one exam.
No.
I tell you what,
Totally
we'll
disagree.
when we put on a song, we'll come up with an examination that you can conduct.
Okay, shall we do that now? I'll put on a tune.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
really
I
good,
really want
also
to
your
put on
favourite.
Get Lucky again.
Well,
Okay, I'll put it on
forever.
later. That's something to look forward
just
to.
heard to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Just heard to it.
Okay, I could be the one. How do you pronounce that?
It's already there. It's already down there.
Yeah, yeah,
Starlight
yeah.
Magic 7.
I could be the one. Ava Vivici and Nicky Romero. It's my favourite. Enjoy.
Nicki Minaj.
This is Bournemouth Student Radio. Nerve.
Hello, and this is Afternoon Delight again.
Hello.
Okay, so what people have to expect in the show later on, we've still got B News, Agony Aunt, Zak's Game, and right now, Jack, yeah,
I've been manhandled.
Jack attacked our course
I
by
didn't
saying,
attack.
by saying it's awful because it doesn't have exams.
So I
No, I'm
called
not-
Phil, and he's provisionally allowed us to do a
for people that
trial.
don't know, Phil is our course leader.
Phil is our course leader, and he's allowed us to do a trial examination for script writing.
but it has to be orchestrated by
Firstly-
Jack.
Yeah, it has to be on radio.
Firstly, I would like to
So
make
it's
a
like
few
a social
points.
experiment.
A few points beforehand. One, I'm glad.
And that
this-
links to the subject of science, social experiment.
I'm glad that you're so defensive of your course. It means you're proud to be script writers. So that's fine. It's cool.
I'm normally driven by shame. Just
But the
put-
first question is
Oh
more
god,
like
have
an
we
en-
started?
It's
Wait,
an
I haven't
entry
put my
question.
name on the... Right, Simon.
You do that at the end.
Why would you do that at the end?
Because then you got more time for writing. You do it when they handed it in, they're like, put your pens down and like put my name on it. You can't take it away with it, my name.
No, you always write your name and stuff before they
Yeah.
click start, before they go
Yeah.
begin.
Or maybe I went to one of those shanty schools. I don't know.
Well, they didn't have a watch. They just-
We went by the crow.
No, it went by sundial in the centre of the exam.
Okay.
Ugh.
So this is like, I'm sure you've probably answered this at some point. It's really more just
Don't be
to get to
social.
know your character. Why did you choose script writing?
Okay. People
for
can
all
hear
the-
scribbling.
Don't worry, I'll just talk to the. So how are you guys doing? I'm just.
You do the thing teachers do where they sort of walk around. Well, you don't have the
I
space
can't
to walk around.
around the room.
But they peer over answers and they're, yeah. Oh, I see what you done. Maybe you want to, Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. It still happens to me.
Does it?
Yeah, sometimes it's more the examiners though, not the lecturers.
Do they still do cheating?
Is it cheating?
Like they look over and go, oh, when you
Yeah,
write
they
something
do
and you go,
actually,
Did
yeah.
you
Yeah.
did you hear about those invigilators that got fired because they played a game where in the
Oh,
middle of an
yeah.
exam,
Ugliest kid
go
is-
and stand next to the ugliest kid, and they would walk around and they'd stand next to the ugliest kid, and then they'd all laugh, and the kids would know that they're doing something, but they couldn't figure out what. Then it'd be like go and stand next to the smelliest kid. But
All right.
wow.
You could do that, Jack, but you're next to me, so currently I'm losing.
Wow. No, don't say that. It's okay. You're not losing. You're winning at being the ugliest.
Okay, next question.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, I've been ready for ages,
Tim's
mate.
done a small little essay about it.
no, I've just written 2 words.
Oh, okay. Okay. First, it's going to be a small geography question.
Okay.
Okay. Where was Once Upon a Time in the West filmed?
There's an obvious joke.
Where was it filmed? Location. You can just give me the country.
I haven't even seen the film. So
There are 2 answers to this. So
Oh man.
so you have 2 countries you can use.
that narrows it down by quite a bit.
Once Upon a Time in the West.
Okay.
You should have
Alright,
examined, James.
What have
Or
you written
revised even, not examined.
What made you pick that film?
Well, because if I said Lord of the
What have you
Rings...
Because he
you-
knows
it's
the
easy.
answer. That's why he picked it.
Bonus marks if you get both.
Oh,
Oh, well, it's bonus marks now. How many is this marked out of?
I don't know. I'll decide at the end. I never said I was a good teacher. I just said I was a teacher. I never said I was a teacher.
we'll read out our answers later.
Yeah.
Remember the questions, by the way.
I've got where written down. What was the name of the film?
Once Upon a Time in the West. It's a Western film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Next question.
My
Okay.
answers aren't gonna make
It's a
sense.
history question. So it's a dating question. It should be easy.
Dating question.
A date, yeah. You have to
A
ask it
dating
out.
question.
A date. It's
You go
just
on a
date.
date?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
When,
Date the fruit.
what dates? You get 1 mark for each date for each Star Wars film. What year it was released?
Oh, I still don't know this, and I've seen them.
I'm fairly sure.
Which? All
of
six?
them. Also, you can get 6 marks from this if you know all of them.
Well, I know it's still in school.
I'm fairly sure most of these are trick
See.
questions, so I'm gonna
So
see
the
what I
film
can
or the
do.
book?
Films.
Okay.
There's too many books.
So.
If you put all the books down and gave me the dates,
You
I
get
would have to give
loads
you
of
more points.
bonus
but-
points.
Do they have to be the right dates? Or?
Yes.
I-
I'm trying to think of a third. A
I
fourth
can tell
question.
this is not so much a quiz for us as it is for you. I've got my answers. I'm happy with them. Don't look, obviously, because that'd be cheating. Did you guys ever cheat when you were at school?
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
I
man.
knew a kid in school. It was a mock exam, so it wasn't a real one. But he walked into. He basically, when he came in late to the class, and they were all sat down already doing an exam, and he quite confidently walked to the front, picked up a textbook, sat back down, opened it up, and started copying from it. But he did it in such a confident way that the supply teacher didn't question it, and he got 100%.
What a smart guy.
Did they? Because at my school they would check your arms before an exam to see if you'd written all the answers there.
We're just giggling at our answers.
To see if you'd written all the answers on your arms. But if they, do any of you guys know what would happen if they did catch you with like an armful of pen? Do they make you wash
Chop
it?
them off.
Uh,
Chop them right off.
okay. And then what? Replace them with strawberry afterwards.
No. Strawberries for winners, not for cheaters.
The harsh.
Cheaters never win, kids, and winners never cheat. Losers, I don't know.
So they lose.
Next question.
Next question, children.
Another one?
What is the common lifespan of the housefly?
I think. is that a very poor impression of a house?
No, it's.
And then the thumping.
I'm a housefly that's heard the answers to the question and is aware of his own mortality.
How long is so from larva to
As a fly.
To
As a fly.
cameo
as an
amoeba.
actual fly?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading answers. I shouldn't be.
You cheating on me? You're looking at my answers.
At least I admit when I'm cheating. I'm not a winner, but
Honestly. Okay.
Tim's definitely thinking.
Yeah, Tim's really getting into it. I'm looking forward to his answers.
How many questions do you guys want?
5 is
5.
more than enough.
So you want one more?
Yeah.
Okay.
To be honest, if I'd asked for more, I'd be scared that you'd forget the first ones.
No, I've got them written down.
Oh,
I've been writing them down as we went along.
oh, okay. Well, someone's on top of it today.
Well, I get a bonus point for that, surely.
Jack.
Oh, sorry. What? I wasn't listening.
I'll just go.
Next question. Or are people still having
no,
troubles?
I'm ready.
Is everyone ready?
The next question.
Tim?
Yeah.
Okay. Name me the noble gases.
Oh.
That's the sound of gas.
For each one,
That's one.
do you want an
point.
easier question?
No. I'm gonna go for it.
Sticking to science, so.
Yep. Relevant for script writing.
Can you tell me how many there are?
There's 9, isn't there?
Well, by Jack's laughter, I'm guessing that's wrong.
I've got 7.
Might be.
What do you mean might be?
Might be.
In all fairness,
be honest,
this is-
You don't know. You can't ask the
Yeah.
question.
Okay, fine. Name me 3 noble gases.
No. All of them.
All right.
All of them. You've asked the question now.
Fine. You gotta remember, most teachers probably didn't know most of the questions themselves a lot of the time.
I've written down 3 because that's what Jack said, not what Tim said. You're not the questionnaire.
Well, name as many as you can.
Alright, I'm naming down 3.
Okay, there you go.
I don't think they're the right ones, but I've given an actual honest attempt at this question, so...
I know.
And it's honesty that's the point of this game.
That's truly what is the point of this. Oh, that's nice.
Stop! What are you doing?
I'm doing the peering thing teachers do.
Oh, well,
He's
I
looking over
feel
the shoulder
foolish
of
for
the smelliest
recommending it.
kid.
Putting the pressure on.
Talking of pressure, are we all finished?
Yes, we are.
Wait,
Do you want any more questions?
wait,
No.
sir. I'm done.
Alright, Zach's finished. So, do we want to put on a song? And then we'll, or should we just jump straight into it?
I'll mark papers. Give me your papers.
Okay, all right. Put on the song, Simon.
Alright, we'll see you listeners soon.
Are we gonna?
We're gonna put on my favourite song, "Still Into You," Paramore. She's still into him.
Okay.
It's still.
You keep
it's
looking at me. Just like,
Paramore, "Still Into You." It's a song.
My
that really-
favourite.
Yeah, it really pulls on your heartstrings. Alright, see you guys soon.
I'll read out the answers.
This is Bournemouth Student Radio. Nerve.
Just getting
Hello, we're back. This is Afternoon Delight. Okay, so Jack is just finishing the marking process.
I'm done.
Oh, he's done. Okay, so
Faster than most teachers.
Yeah, if you want to read out your...
who are we going to start with?
Question 1 was, why did you choose?
script writing? And everyone got a
writing.
mark for this, obviously, because you can't really
Yes.
fail unless it was something really stupid.
Simon, what did you put?
I put down lack of exams.
Okay. James, what
Yeah.
did you put?
Bants.
Zach, what did you put?
I drew a picture of a cat.
And I can't say what I put. I'm not allowed to say what I put.
As you can imagine, it's sufficiently dirty.
It's the say if the end of your goal was to procreate.
Yeah.
Many
Yeah.
times, yeah.
Okay.
One of the devices needed to organs that would be needed.
What's that sound of cracking? I think it's thin ice.
Okay.
Okay. What was the next question?
The second question is, where was Once Upon a Time in the West filmed?
I put down it was filmed on a camera, and for the bonus point, where else was it filmed? On a second camera, because there's usually more than one. So I got 0 for that.
Yeah, because the camera isn't a location.
Yeah.
No, but it's still
Oh.
on it.
That explains why I got 0.
It was a location.
Yeah.
Well, yes, you're right. I got it wrong. Who
Just
else
piss.
got answers?
I put Mexico or Kidderminster, and I got
Both wrong,
I got
both
no
wrong.
points for that.
I put Narnia and then forgot I wrote Narnia and wrote Narnia again. So I got no marks for that.
I was probably trying to cheat on someone's work.
I put Kim Kardashian, and then followed by Leonard Nimoy. I got 0
Wait,
points.
the location was Kim Kardashian, followed by Leonard Nimoy.
I got 0 points.
Wait, did
so-
no one get a point in that?
Yeah.
No.
So at the
what
moment,
was the answer?
Spain and America.
I was going to
Oh.
put Spain, but then I
Because
put
it's a spaghetti
Kidderminster.
western.
So
So
as the
Surely
score,
then it would be in Italy.
so
Well,
as the
there's
score
also Italy,
stands,
yeah, but-
I have 2 points because I wrote my name, so I got a point.
Yeah, I
Simon has,
2 points.
James has,
2 points.
yeah.
James got 2 points, and Zach has.
I forgot to write my name. I've only got 1 point.
Right.
Remember, kids,
Remember
Cheaters
the-
never
write
win.
your name on everything.
Yeah, see, this.
Except a
we
piece
had-
of evidence.
We had a miniature argument about when you put your name on. Oh, you put it on the end because that's the clever thing to do. See where that got you now.
I'm sorry my shanty school knowledge isn't good enough for this very professional exam.
Right. Next question.
The next question was the dates of the Star Wars films.
I'd like to answer because I answered seriously for this
Yeah.
one, being lame. I put 1970, 1977, 1981, 1999, 2002, and 2006,
Yeah,
and I got 3 right.
yeah.
I got 77, 99, and 2002
Yeah.
correct.
There's always 3-year gaps between them. So the originals is 1977, 80, and then 83. And
Now armed
same
with this
the other way.
knowledge, I feel if I'd answered the question now, I might have a better chance.
Then 1990, 1991, 1992, then 3 1993s.
I got bored of incrementing by
for
1 year.
93.
But yeah, that's what I thought it was.
And it wasn't right.
Yeah. What did you get, James and Zach?
I put yesterday, today, Kim K, Friday, 2006, Arrow episode 3, and 10. I think I got 0 points.
Yeah.
I actually got 1 point for this one. Though technically, I think I deserve 6 because I got them all right.
No.
A long, long time ago. It's
Galaxy
true.
Far, far away.
Exactly.
Yes.
I get the
I've got
reference.
location and time.
No, you didn't put in a galaxy far, far away. You just put a long time ago.
Well, I
That's-
put Narnia twice.
Okay. And Zach, Jack, what was the fourth question?
How long is the lifespan of a housefly, or just a fly in general? You could pretty much pick any fly. I know.
My answer was a bit of a resignation. I'm not a fly. It's right. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. I'm not trying
That's
to hide
not an answer to
anything.
the question. It's correct, but that's like saying I ate pie once.
That's
That's
correct.
true, but it's
Yeah.
not correct.
Yeah, and if you don't show you're working, you don't get any extra credit. So
True.
No one's going to believe you that you're not a fly if you don't have anything to back it up.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
draw yourself
Oh,
at
well,
least with an arrow saying me being not a fly.
All right, fine. Well, my existence as a human has been put into question, but what were your answers to
I
the
can
question?
say the only one to get point in this was James.
No, I got a point.
Am I?
127 hours.
I got a
Yeah,
point.
but my answer was 127 hours featuring James Franco. I get half a point for that.
No, he could be in the room.
I got a point.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I liked your answer. And you
Yeah.
said ball.
Zach,
I
what
got, I
did you-
got half a point.
What did
so I'm happy with that. I just shouted at Jack. I just said, "Why don't you tell me? Why don't you tell me, Jack? You want to challenge?"
I feel I had the most script writing answer,
Yeah.
which was you asked how long does a fly live, and I said the greater question is how we construct his arc to accept entropy, and to answer the question how many turds he can balk on. And I got half a point
That is a fly's life.
for using the word balk.
And then the final and almost my favourite question was:
Name the noble gases.
There isn't 9.
I
But
should
both
have really
numbers are
given you
divisible by
minus.
3.
but-
Put them upside down, then it would be 9.
Yeah.
You turn them all upside down.
Yeah.
3 disappear. It's great.
So
everyone except Simon put argon. So
Uh,
Simon did put oxygen and aluminium.
the question
One
was
being a metal.
which are the noble gases, and I felt the only really noble elements in the timetables was oxygen.
Timetable.
Yeah. Oxygen, because it's always there for us, and aluminium, which is always
Which
wanted
isn't
to be
a gas.
It's always wanted to be a gas,
Oh.
and people often forget about it.
When you-
But it's
okay.
truly noble.
Why did you pick aluminium over say gold?
Because I don't think gold's noble. I think it's flashy.
Oh, okay.
It's cheap and tacky. Is
Yeah.
what gold is.
All right. I'll take
James,
that.
what did you put?
Well, I put argon, iodine, and fluorine, and iodine and fluorine are not noble gases, so I got 1 point for argon.
I
I
did.
think everyone's quite upset.
Should I
by
should
all
I
of
read
this.
mine next? Because I think yours are slightly funnier.
Well, it's up to you.
I
You
got a
know.
point. I also got a point for argon. We seem to all have put argon. I put argon, Seamus, Dudley, rambunctious, fart and dust, and I got 1 point.
I actually got 2 points for this one. I got 1 for Argon. I'm not going to tell you what the other 1 point was. You're going to have to figure out on your own. Because I had Randy, Candy, Sandy, murder, helium, racism, and Argon. Guess which one was the other one?
Candy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
sweet.
Thanks for that.
candy.
So at the end of the day, I lost, really. I
the
didn't
winner
do
was
well.
Tim.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And what have we found out? Exams.
We found out that argon is a
Can you hear that, radio?
Yeah, I think
We
it's-
don't like this.
I won because I put my name on.
No, you got 6.5 points.
I only got 4.5.
Oh, okay, no.
4.5.
Oh no, it was a clean sweep then.
Okay, so I don't know if you were listening, Phil, but I hope that helps you out with the whole our course and exams problem. Now we're going to move on to the anticipated, the anticipated feature, B News.
Hey, it's very
Buzz, 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 B News.
Did you know in the summer bees fan their hives to keep them cool?
Wait, is this the first time? Wait, can you rephrase that? So,
They fan their hives with wings.
huh?
With their wings, they fan their hives because they get too hot. And the
Oh,
honey
sorry, I heard found. That's what I was
fan.
confused. Oh, okay. You
We're just killing bees over on this side. I'm sorry.
I was doing like your background music for
Yeah.
when you gave the
Yeah.
fact.
It sounded like the
Yeah,
the
it's
Green
nice.
Hornet.
Yeah,
It's
Flight
Flight
of
the Bumblebee.
Sorry, it's good.
Yeah.
Green Hornet.
okay?
Also, during the winter, the queen kills all in bumblebee hives. All the bumblebees die except the queen.
Bumblebees live on their own in the ground.
Yeah.
But wait, the queen killed.
What?
The queen...
Yeah,
Sorry.
bumblebees live in holes in the ground. I know.
Also, you can't eat bumblebee honey for some reason. I think it's slightly like you can't mix it with sugar and water for some reason.
Otherwise,
I don't know. My
Well, it's
expert
because it's
bee
covered in
person
dirt,
told me
presumably.
you've got the wrong person doing B News. If you
Well,
don't,
they own bees, so they told me this. I was in a rush.
You don't see Bong in News at 11. We were in a rush today. Something happened. There was a traffic jam. I was in it on the way to the studio. Bong! Hello! That's not.
It's like Trevor McDonald's here with us.
Well, I say I was in a rush. They were in a rush, and they left.
What, the bees or the T-sheet?
They
gotta
were
get
carried
back
off by
home.
bees.
I've got to get back home to the floor.
Okay, and that was B News. Unless
Yeah.
there's anything more to add to it.
I have some bee news.
Oh yes, Tim has B News.
Like you know, over the past couple of years, it's kind of been that the bees are dying, and there's been basically been exporting bees all over the country, or the world, to kind of help supplement the bees that have died. They figured out why that is.
Why?
Pesticides. It's our fault.
Oh.
Who would have thought it? Hey,
It was yeah.
who would have thought it? It was man all along.
But that is so us. It happens. All the bees are disappearing, and everyone's like, "Oh God, what's happening? It's the climate. Oh no, everything's going wrong." And we really, I'm sure, deep in every one of us, we knew that we were to blame somehow.
Yeah, of course we were.
Yeah.
And my second bee fact is there was a popular DreamWorks animation film called Bee Movie that starred Jerry Seinfeld, and it was a great family film.
I
There are
disagree with
other
that.
family films
Great
available.
fun for all the family, Tim.
Great bee fun. Nice bee-related fun.
Bees!
Nice. And another fun family film related to
Wow,
bees
B News is really getting a lot of spotlight today.
is Nicolas Cage's Wicker Man,
Oh yeah.
in which he dresses up as a bear and punches a woman in the face.
Bees.
Okay. Okay, bees are lovely, and I think if we have any more
Remember,
news,
remember to join the Association of Beekeepers for a nondescript amount of money.
that would just sound shady.
Or text the studio and start your studio text with Nerve Radio to your message of 07766404142.
And then
or
put
find
at
us on
the,
Facebook.
and then put at the end
Bees.
capitals bees.
Hashtag
Capitals bees.
But
Hashtag
people
B News.
have actually been on a more serious note. So now we're moving on to a
How
different
dare you say
feature.
B News isn't serious?
No, I said more serious.
Bees
Oh.
have died.
Okay.
Not in the
On
making of this.
No.
podcast.
No,
yeah, no,
no.
we've not killed bees to.
We wouldn't, but we love them.
We make news about them, of course we would.
Anyway, moving on to something.
Bong! I've no time for the news. I was killing bees.
Is that what the pong is? Bong!
Bong!
This metal bee won't get out my office.
Bong!
Now I've just got a cartoony Trevor McDonald with one of those massive wooden hammers. Dong! Okay.
You know, has everyone seen the Hunger Games when
Yeah.
one of the contestants dies and they fire a cannon? I like the sound that the news gong is actually when Trevor McDonald kills a bee, takes a bee life. He's just out like
Just
Rambo,
under the
like
desk,
Predator.
there's loads. Just going bong. Just standing on one at a time.
No. Before the camera pans to him, he's just out in a field with a knife, just running naked through the field, hacking at bees. Bong, bong. Then he makes it back in time. And he's sat down.
Or
He
he
only, has,
doesn't.
he only has time to get his like top half on. He's completely naked,
Covered in bee
from the desk
corpse.
down, covered in bee honey and blood.
Oh,
Trevor McDonald, if you're listening, no, you're not.
I'm sorry we
You
lied.
don't do that. You don't. And if you do, well, that's impressive.
oh,
What a
well,
ridiculous image.
Yeah,
I've painted.
that was a lot to swallow. All right, so honestly, on a more serious note, because people have actually been tweeting us in with their problems and their queries for Jack's Agony Aunt. Okay?
It's not. I would like to say it's not just my agony aunt. Other people do join.
Yeah, you've got our support.
Who are
Collective
going to be the agony aunts this time? Is it
Um,
all of us?
All
or-
of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
essentially,
everyone
yeah.
can join in.
Yeah, yeah.
But Jack takes the lead on this one.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
typically I give my opinion and because
Well, then we
apparently-
argue about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna scroll through the millions of tweets and problems we have and find, the people that really need help. Okay, here's our first one from True Lad. He says, "Haven't talked to girlfriend in a month. She sent me a Candy Crush request. What do I do?"
Firstly, I don't know what a Candy Crush
Ex-girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yes.
If
Sorry.
the first issue would be if it was his girlfriend and he's not talked to her in a month, and then that's the only way she can
Yeah.
rebuild the bridge. It's with a Candy Crush
A
request.
Candy Crush bridge to fix.
Can I
what
just add
happened.
what a Candy Crush request
It's
is?
like Bejeweled.
It's like Bejeweled but with sweets. So
Oh.
it's just like a.
It's one of the
Facebook
noble
game.
elements.
Yeah, but that. So this is ex-girlfriend.
Yes, ex-girlfriend.
He's not spoken to his ex-girlfriend in a month, and
to
then
sort of repair the.
she's just sent him a Candy Crush request.
That
and
just she could have just sent that to all her friends. It doesn't mean anything, True Lad.
Move on. It's nothing. Problems are nothing to me. Move
Next
on.
time when it gets to like a Farmville request or something.
Shut
then
up.
it's more
Move on.
serious.
Come back to me when it's Farmville or Farmville 2. We got a real problem. Move on.
Okay, well, maybe that's not the last we've heard of him. Maybe it is.
I'm
Probably
sorry, True
is.
Lad.
Okay, then moving swiftly onwards to the next tweet. Muzzers73.
What does Muzzers mean?
I don't know, but that's his name. I want to play Snakes and Ladders professionally. How do I enter the professional circuit?
I actually know this.
Oh, okay.
But seriously, I do.
I can actually help a human.
This one, just
It's
once.
the same. It's this in every city. There's a games board tournament, and they take lots of different games, and you can become like the champion of Othello and Scrabble and such at it. And they all have their own little things. And Snakes and Ladders is there. There's also Monopoly. I don't know how you
Oh,
become a
love
champion of
I don't know how you
Monopoly.
become a champion of Snakes and Ladders, since that's entirely luck.
Well, apparently you can.
Literally entirely
And then you go from city to region to country.
on luck.
Yeah, and then Europe, I think, and
And then
probably
the last one you lose, and you have to slide down a massive snake all the
Yeah.
way to the lowest ranking.
Yeah,
Okay, I hope that
but
helps you.
I don't
Muzzers.
think it does in towns. You have to like go to a city. I don't know where you live.
I just want to make that completely clear. Okay, next tweet. Dr. Peppercoke. Does wearing pink shirts really make you more manly? Have you guys heard that rumour?
I've heard
Before pink is associated as a female colour and
For
blue.
babies.
it was associated with boys.
Yeah,
Yes.
pink was a manly colour in the time of the Romans. So
All
yeah,
the way
you
up
could-
to the Victorians, actually.
So if you are a time traveller,
Yeah.
yes. If
back.
not, I don't care.
If you're not
come back with a time machine.
Just from
nerd.
now on, if you're not a time traveller, don't tweet in with clothing coloured questions,
Zach, I think
alright?
you're going to be pleasantly supplied.
supplies.
Supplied with what?
Pleasantly surprised,
with time machines.
pleasantly bummed.
Okay. All right, moving on to Still Standin' 56.
Ah,
Still Standin' 56.
Yeah, we know
oh
him.
mate.
Mm.
Yeah. I want to write an autobiography, but I can't think of a title. I build ladders.
Climbing the ladder.
Mm,
No,
Lad.
I'm just lad. Yeah, that might work.
maybe. It's something that strikes. I'd imagine he's looking for something that strikes inspiration into people.
Fun ladder life.
Is this
Ladder fun zone.
Ladders. Ladders.
It could be possible that he has two Twitter accounts and he did the snake and ladders question, in which place he could call his biography Snakes and Ladders.
Ooh, yeah.
Or
maybe.
just and ladders if he doesn't play snakes and
Yeah,
ladders.
just and ladders.
If he doesn't play with snakes, then just add ladders.
Yeah, is his
If
name
he does
Snake?
Play, if he does play with snakes, it's going to be a short autobiography.
Or a
'Cause
very
that's
rich,
dangerous.
fulfilling one. Depending on how venomous the snake is.
One does not know how rewarding life could be until one plays with the majestic cobra.
Okay, I hope that helps. Still standing. Okay. This one looks important. Super Thug Life XXX.
Firstly, not
Where are
super
we going
thug.
with this?
Whenever I bring a girl over, they're put off by my collection of bear traps, but I can't get rid of them. I love them. What do I do?
Trap them in the bed.
Combine your
They don't
loves.
like it, not yours.
One for each limb.
Wow,
Uh.
that took a dark turn. What about if
Oh,
he,
says the person who wrote a tweet about bear traps.
he just loves bear traps? He's got a collection.
Well, what
that
he-
doesn't mean he wants to hurt people.
What he could do is like say he hunts bears, and if it's in a place where there aren't
Because
any
it-
bears,
Or, you
he
know,
could
just
say,
make a
like,
simple
I killed
dis-
them all.
I bet there's tons of bears in his bedroom.
What you do, we're treating the symptom another cause here.
Yeah.
When she says, "Can I come back to your place?" say, "No, let's go to yours. Your bear trapless rubbish house full of frilly lace tea cozies, egg cups, and I hate you."
Yeah, I think that can be translated into sort of a very nice message.
So, did you write that tweet? Did you write that tweet and then solve your own problem? Just your hatred of any house without bear traps
Yes.
suggested that you did write it.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think what you can take from that is that if you have weird collections or just general weirdness to you, ease people into it. You don't want to take them straight home
Or
into
force
your,
it on them.
into your bear trap home.
Just force it on them
Well, clearly that's not been working for him.
because he hasn't been trapping them in the bear trap.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of like weird, well, not weird collections, but kind of weird things, we've got a tweet from TM Bong, and that says, "Jack, hi Jack,
Yeah,
please could
hey.
you tell me the best method from which removing bee stings from my hot naked thighs? Thank you."
Oh.
They've sent a picture.
Oh no. I don't know. It's if this is the real Trevor McDonald, my opinion of him has really changed. Yeah, a well-respected, knighted man who does this. Just stop it. Stop it.
Well,
Cold water.
Okay. Maybe this will be, by the sound of the tweet name, maybe this will be a step away from the absurdity we've been in. Tweeted in from relatively_normal. My boyfriend won't stop eating his bogies. What do I do?
Eat your bogies.
Eat his
his
bogies
before
his
he-
bogies.
Yeah.
so he
Eat his
can't get them.
bogies before them.
We all
Brilliant.
left
Well,
up at the same time.
the
yet
question
Tim got
here-
to the microphone first.
The question here is not if it's she hasn't put down that it's a disgusting thing or she's jealous that he's getting all the bogies. Maybe
Yeah,
she
true.
wants some of his bogies.
Maybe it's a lesson of kindness. Maybe we need to be more gracious and
If
appreciate.
anything, that was a pretty poorly worded tweet, and I think you should go back and think about what you've
With
done
someone
here.
with such
What
a
was
good
her name?
Twitter name.
It was
Relatively normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
but-
rubbish name as well.
Yeah, it's a poorly constructed
Do
Twitter name
better.
and a
Do-
poorly constructed tweet. And
do
I think
better.
you should go away and think about what a mess you've made of your life.
To get to this point where the thing you're talking about is
And
boyfriend
do you know what, then
bogies.
you can come back. Then you can come back on the show and complain about things so trivial
ruin our lives.
as whether you get to eat your bogies or your boyfriend does. How dare you? How dare you waste our time with such a poorly worded tweet?
Well,
Disgusting.
that
Disc awful.
that brought out some
Awful.
opinions.
Bong.
Bong indeed.
That brought out some opinions for sure. Moving on
Well, that's
to
the whole point of this, isn't it? It's our opinion.
I'm not trying to help people here.
something. Oh, this looks interesting. Chantel_hip hop gal. My dad is working on a time machine, and it's embarrassing when my friends come over because he acts so weird. What do I do?
Is your dad your dad? Is it a time traveller?
You're
who says
asking
you're
a
your
tweet.
dad?
I mean, what? I will assume that it is actually her father.
Okay. Is it weird because all he does is he straps a clock to his body and just screams whilst naked, I'm a time traveler, or what? What's the weirdness here?
I need details to solve problems, alright?
Yeah, she actually hasn't specified. You never know. He may be like cooking chicken dippers and then like burying them in the garden to
It may
make a
have
chicken dipper
nothing to be
treat,
related
and that has
to the
nothing to
time
do with
travel
time
thing.
travel.
Again, like,
Because he acts so weird.
well,
That's what I've got here.
I mark myself as a relatively weird, and we've already had a relatively weird. I'll offer the same advice. Don't bring people to your house.
So weird, relatively normal.
Well, they can go away.
Oh.
Just don't bring people to your house ever. Go round to other people's houses, whether they want you to or not. Then your weird dad won't be a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Or invite them when your weird dad's gone time traveling.
Maybe. Okay,
Although
and
again, he may just arrive.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. How do you go when?
Break the time traveling machine.
Yes.
For one trip.
Yeah, bring your friends around. No, it doesn't matter before he invents the time machine, because he'll just go back to before the time machine was invented. Actually, there's nothing you can do. He'll just anytime. I'd say wait until he's dead, but even that won't work. So
Yeah.
fair enough. Oh, this is one that's just come up from. It's interesting. Science Dad.
Well, that's
This is a message
coincidence.
for my daughter Cindy. My time machine has worked, and I will be gone by the time you hear this. I've gone back in time to undo my wrongs.
But surely he'll be back in time because he has a time machine.
I don't
We've
know
just
how it works.
discussed this.
is he going to murder Cindy? Because I feel that would be like killing two birds with one stone here. I think we'd really be making progress if we
definitely
could.
a wrong.
I really don't know. I'm just,
Why
Because-
don't you know?
because science. Apparently, Science Dad is going back in time.
But here's the thing. So Science Dad goes back in time and kills Cindy. Do the police then arrest the dad in that hasn't travelled back in time, but the one that just exists at that time? Because he hasn't killed anybody.
confuses
It's his
me-
future self that's
what
killed them.
confuses me is that her Twitter name is Chantel and her dad's called her Cindy. And none of this has anything to do with hip hop, and apparently she's a hip hop gal.
Maybe.
What's her name?
Chantel.
Oh, she sounds like a top bird.
Maybe that's one of his wrongdoings. He went back in time and changed her name to Cindy.
Oh, I thought you meant to not kill her. I'm still pretty certain if we want to help these people, Cindy has
Death
to
isn't
die.
the way.
Well, there can't be Chantel and Cindy at the same time. Also,
Oh,
Dad and Dad
God.
can't exist at the same
Maybe
time.
Cindy is like Science Dad's cross-dressing alter ego, and that's why he's so weird. You know, like in Science Land, put the worker in the basket, put the loser
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
basket. Maybe it's that kind of thing, and maybe he keeps putting her in a well.
Potentially.
And maybe
And then
he's
when he pulls her out, he tells her it's a different time. It's been years. She goes, "Oh, Dad."
What am I
Next
being-
tweet.
oh, Dad, stop it, mate.
Read.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for Agony Aunt. I hope we help some people.
I don't.
All right. I'm going to put on a song because maybe that'll help people.
No.
Well, I don't know about you, but "Clique" by Kanye West featuring
It's
Big
interesting.
Sean and
It's
Jay-Z.
interesting to think, isn't it? By the time this song is done, Cindy will be dead. But she may have always been dead because that's how time travel works. What
Okay,
a
brilliant.
fascinating thing.
I don't think Cindy has to be dead, but regardless,
No.
nothing brightens up my life like "Clique" by Kanye West featuring Big Sean and Jay-Z. I'd go so far to say as it's my favourite song. Enjoy.
This is Bournemouth Student Radio. Nerve.
And Afternoon Delight is back on air. Hello.
Hello.
How is everyone?
Hey,
Okay.
right.
Feeling a bit more breezy now that aircon's turned on.
Hey.
Yeah, it's a bit better. Thank you.
Yeah, we were sort of hot. We were like
It was
baking
heated.
ourselves.
It
Yeah.
was heated.
So, have you guys been? Looking
We
at the
were.
news?
So, it was really hot. We were baking ourselves, and we were so baked, Simon.
We were.
We were
quite baked.
absolutely baked.
Yep.
In the studio,
Right here.
doing a show, we were baked.
I couldn't even get off my seat.
James could
That's
not
how
get out of his
baked I
seat. He was
was.
so baked.
Brilliant.
By the way, Sam, I'm really hungry.
I'm actually hungry. Okay, so have you guys kept up with the news? Have you heard about any footballers biting people,
I've
taking
heard.
chunks out of each
I've
other?
heard whispers of a guy called Suarez. I don't follow football. I don't know anything about
It was
football.
on the
I don't.
actual news.
What's it?
Trevor McDonald, dong.
Dong.
Yeah, this footballer, he bit another footballer. Yeah.
This isn't the first time either. Apparently this is the second time he's done it, and the development in it is that he's not appealing. So to the charges of biting someone, he's felt that there's no.
Do you know
real
what?
point.
In a stadium with about 80,000 people, with the entire world watching, and about 15 cameras filming you biting someone, there has to be a point where you just kind of go, "Yeah, all right, I bit that dude."
Yeah.
No,
So
I think,
I'll
I
put
think
my
his
hands up.
point
I
is
bit
like
him.
he feels like he didn't do anything wrong, even though he bit someone like right in the neck.
Oh, did he Dracula bite them?
Huh?
Is
He
the
Dracula
arm?
bit
No,
them.
I saw it was on the arm, but
Oh no, the first time he bit them right in the neck.
Really?
Pretty much.
Wow.
And then the second time he bit them on the arm.
Why
really
didn't he
hard.
Punch him?
Yeah, punch them. Like,
Well, the person didn't even have the ball. He just did it. He just didn't like him, apparently.
But I mean, there's few things as overt as going over someone, your mouth on their neck, and going for a chunk. There's few things as overt as that. So why not just go for a punch,
yeah, exactly. Or
not hit them at all?
yeah,
or do any
not
harm to them.
But like,
Maybe
if you
that
are
would be-
going to be violent, biting someone is
I
a,
know.
a bizarre. And another weird thing in football is my mum was watching. Like, my mum watches football. I don't. This is the kind of. She's very ashamed.
My
of
dad.
it. But she was watching the Chelsea game versus some European team, and then I think it's Torres. Have you seen Torres? He's got a Bane mask.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
He's got like a big.
It's
He's got,
because his nose broke.
yeah, but it's essentially just like a big Bane mask. It's like this big metal thing across his face. He just looks like Bane.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry. Excuse me for thinking that there might be a bit in that.
No. I just thought there might be a
Bane playing
development
football.
from that. I can't. I'd imagine. Surely that adds implications to the game because it adds like a psychological element. Where if
Maybe.
you see him like running down the field,
Well,
it's
it's
just
half-
a bit scarier.
It's half Bane, half masquerade ball mask.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that sort of takes the tinge off the whole sort of scare.
Well, it's
Well,
sort of
he looks
scary.
funny and scary, so it's a really strange combination because that's the best things you want out of football. Because someone's running towards you, you want to either be laughing or just like,
Why do you want to be laughing?
because you're not in control of yourself, are you?
Yeah, but you want to be in control of yourself to catch the ball with
Exactly.
your feet.
So if he's coming at you, he's going to beat you because you're laughing at his face, and he's going, "I'll have that ball."
There's-
Goal!
There's
All
definitely
right,
a
you're talking
case
about
for
from
it
his
being-
perspective. Oh, I thought you were talking about from the defence's perspective.
It's not
like-
funny for him because he can't see it. It's on his face.
No. I thought you were saying from the defence's point of view, they want to be laughing when,
Oh,
when
right.
they're being
Yeah.
attacked.
No, they don't want that.
It's like when a castle's being laid siege. It's good to have a little joke on top of the walls, isn't it? Look at that fat one. Oh, we're gonna die.
But,
They've started launching rotten horses into the castle. We're all gonna get the plague and we're all gonna die.
Did that actually happen?
Yeah, they used to
Yeah.
launch dead animals into the castle.
Dead humans.
And owl.
Anything dead.
Yeah.
But not as often.
Yeah, launch it out.
don't
They
really-
stand around this long enough, we'll have them.
Don't really need to launch dead owl. Just normally an owl will die above the castle, falling.
Just walking in towards the siege, and there's like a flock of pigeons flying over the castle, and one of them drops. Oh, that's half our work done for us, lads. I think I've brought this up on the show before, but and Trevor McDonald feeds into this. Lots of people have knighthoods and are sirs and madams and such.
Yes.
If we ever get into a medieval war, are they going to be at the front line?
No.
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 What? Really?
No.
Yeah, no.
What's the point of the title then, other than
It's
obviously
not a military
really?
title
No.
anymore.
Yeah, it's just a ceremony, just to say well done, you've contributed to Britain.
You did a thing.
There you go. So yeah.
So
no.
so
Life well done.
so there will never be a point where you've got like Elton John in a big suit of armour next to maybe sort of
David
Trevor
Beckham.
McDonald
It's
and
that
David
penguin that
Beckham.
was knighted.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe Trevor McDonald, if he's as crazy as we've made him out to be. He'd probably be a quite good
What do you
warrior.
mean, made him out to be? He's the one that's running around naked, hurting bees. Oh, dong,
Maybe he's
dong.
defending us from the bees.
But didn't Darwin say, without bees we'd all be dead in 3 years?
That's true.
Or was Darwin... did Trevor McDonald find
Darwin-
out that Darwin... Actually, there was a mistranslation, even though Darwin wrote in English. There was a mistranslation. And it was actually... If we don't get rid of the bees, we'll be dead in 3 years. And Trevor McDonald is the last
Taking
bastion of human survival. It's the last bastion of human hope.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Aristotle
He's
who
like-
said Trevor McDonald should kill all the bees.
It's like Mad Max, but Trevor McDonald with a load of bees instead of a Thunderdome.
Oh, Mad McDonald. If he ever listens to this, what's he going to think?
He's gonna hate us.
Because we've revealed his plan.
Guys, it's about time for our last feature, and some might argue the funnest, Zak's Game. Zak, can you explain what that is?
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Would you like me to do that?
This is your half hour. Do whatever you please.
Don't give me that power. Just don't. Just don't.
Okay, so how do you play Zak's Game?
Zak's Game is a very simple game. Basically, I ask you a very simple question, and you have to answer it the most wrongly as you can. You got to do it really bad, a bad answer.
Like the pronunciation of the word wrongly.
Everything just bad about the answer. But then you've got to justify it as well as you can. And there's 2 rounds, one for worst answer and one for justifying your really bad answer. And each one is out of 5, and I mark you out of 10, and you get a score, and you win. Unless you don't. Well, then,
Brilliant.
whatever.
Well, at least you're not contending now, otherwise we'd have to put up with cheating.
How are we going to do this? Is it Zak asks the question, then we have a song break, or are we just going to go straight? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Zak's going to ask the question. We're going to put on a song. People can tweet in maybe their potential answers to the question. And everyone else in the studio will try to contend against each other and come up with something.
And we'll all rustle a lot of paper.
Yeah.
The question this week is, what do you do, or rather, what is the primary function of a hat?
Ooh. Okay. The primary function of a hat. Between now and the answers, I'm going to put on my favourite song, Mozart's House by Clean Bandit. They are quite hygienic and clean. See you guys soon. Do, 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 do.
Bournemouth University's in.
Jose Cuervo Tequila and Spotify are looking for the best uni playlist that gets you and your mates out of those onesies for an epic night out.
With your votes, we could win the ultimate campus night with DJ sets from the Maccabees and Alexis Taylor from Hot Chip.
Rally your mates to vote for Bournemouth University's Spotify playlist at voteforourplaylist.com.
Don't let Southampton Uni beat us. Voteforourplaylist.com.
Get voting now.
Drinkware.co.uk for the facts about alcohol.
Okay, so we're back. This is Afternoon Delight. What you were just listening to was
Student ident radio. Bournemouth.
Don't let Southampton take our music.
There are rivals.
you were listening to Mozart's House by Clean Bandit and I'd Rather Be Dead Than Be With You by Glass Vegas. My
The
favourite
motto
songs.
against Southampton.
And we're back to play Zak's Game. Now,
Zak's
Zak,
Game.
Did you remind me the rules to Zak's
The
Game?
rules of Zak's Game are, I ask you an easy question. This week it was, what's the primary use of a hat? And you have to answer it the most wrongly as possible, and then justify your wrong answer. Does anyone have an absolute banger of a wrong answer, and then justification to tell to me, and I'll rate you out of 10? In looks, but also the answer. Anyone?
Shall I go first?
If you'd like.
Shall I? Right. My answer to your question is time travel.
Not bad. Continue.
Happy? Oh, okay,
Continue.
so now I'll explain. Okay, so during our break, after the tweets, I got really concerned. It really sort of troubled me, and I felt we didn't really help the problems that were presented to us. So I did a bit of research, and you guys didn't see it because you're not observant enough. But on these 3 computers, I accessed very old libraries of news articles. And in the 1914... no. Wait, when was the Victorian times? Let's assume...
don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Let's assume it was the 1800s. In the 1800 newspaper, the
1800 newspaper
The
for the
only
entire
one.
century.
in a particularly
Century for the entire world.
in a particularly right explicit newspaper from the 1800s called the View Goggles. Right, there was a picture of a man with a sign over his neck saying "Science Dad," and he was wearing a very special hat which had a clock on it, such presumably a time machine. And the story continued. The story continued to explain how this man was utilising that era's sort of butterfly effect and sort of trying to change the world from that era, right?
Yes,
so
that
his-
era's butterfly effect.
Yeah.
It's a well-known.
you
each
changed
era
one
gets
thing.
one butterfly
You changed
effect.
no. He was changing one thing, so everything else would change, right? That's the butterfly effect, and he was there doing that to help his daughter Chantel. Okay, I mean,
Chantel!
I mean Cindy, but he calls her Chantel affectionately.
What
No,
about
he doesn't,
Chantel? Who's Chantel?
That was a mispronunciation.
Tell.
And regardless, the reason why time travel is the primary use of the hat is because what's more primary than a man's love for his daughter?
Right, so the clock round his neck, is this man Flavor Flav? And
No, it
yes,
was on
this
his
will.
head.
Well, okay, no. You just lost a point there.
I knew he was going to give you a point if you said yes.
Flavor Flav. Don't look.
Oh,
Don't look, Tim. Don't look at another's scores.
Oh, that's easy for you to say. About half an hour ago, you were staring at my answers in the test.
I'm sorry, they were so nice to look at. Who wants to go next for to answer?
I can go next if
Very
Yep.
well then, Jack.
companionship.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Go on.
You know how there's different kinds of dogs and cats, and well, mostly dogs. You know, like there's different breeds of dogs.
Yes.
Hats are the exact same. They're living creatures, and they're for companionship, and they just happen to sit on your head. And certain hats are more suited for certain things. You know, like how the fedora is good for Indiana Jones. That's a hat good for adventuring. Just like how golden retrievers are good for blind people. So it's all about different hats are good for different situations. So it's companionship and the usage of those hats in that situation.
A good, concise answer. I can see no problems in that at all. Literally. Are you got any more hat examples?
You know, like how certain dogs like are for rich people, like handbag dogs.
I do know that that is a
Top
thing.
hats are exact same thing for rich people, and you know. So
And
on
you can
so
also
forth.
have one of those small dogs under the top hat.
And
Yeah, could do.
you could have those like those big furry hats for whenever you need to guard the queen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because the hats double up as like
Why,
gold.
why are we helping Jack?
Because it's a good answer.
It was
Yeah.
nice playing with you.
Who would like to go next out of James and Tim?
I'll go next if you want.
All right then,
Right.
Tim.
I kind of did a slight reinterpretation of wrong answer.
Okay.
So
Tim, this is a bold move and I already hate it.
right, okay.
What's your wrong answer?
So I'm going for a wrong answer, okay?
Yeah.
Not a wrong answer, a wrong answer. Hopefully. Well, the primary use of a hat is to go on your head, but it's wrong. It's wrong. Wrong.
Deep.
Okay, so it's black and white. You're walking down an alley, it's misty, and out of a street lamp lights a figure that walks towards you. It's dark. He's wearing a trilby and a trench coat. He opens his trench coat and flashes you his genitals.
Brilliant.
Right.
Bear with me.
You're in a field, surrounded by sheep. A farmer walks up to you. He's wearing a flat cap. He drops down his trousers, shows you his genitals, and has his way with the sheep. Okay, all right, maybe not that.
That's thin ice.
Okay, I apologise for that. Well, okay, cowboy. You're in a field next to a cow and a boy. A man with a cowboy hat walks in, shows you his genitals. Bowler hat. You're bowling. Someone shows you his genitals when you've got an 8-10 split. Beekeepers. They take off their hat. They're naked. You're covered in honey. Bong.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my answer.
Did you get the? You know the explanation's meant to be right and the thing's meant to be wrong. The answer. Did you?
I
get
just
that
went.
mix?
I just
You
went for
redefined
wrong.
wrong.
I just went for wrong. I just went for a wrong answer.
Zach's definitely scribbling.
Gonna give you a wrong score. Well, James, it's your turn.
Yeah, you have to follow that.
Follow it well, please.
Make sure to be next to the
right.
mic.
It's to add a sense of mystery and bring out yearning of other people. It's to show who is truly creative. You know, it makes people wonder: are they curious? Are they dishonest? Reasoning. It's because it hides your hair, and in turn, it's invaluable and brilliant brain. people are left thinking, I want to know more of him, or maybe the unknown scares me, in which case they're not worth it, unlike Garnier.
I forgot what Garnier does, but other things are available than Garnier.
It's shampoo.
Yeah, other shampoos.
Other things are available.
There's lots of shampoos.
It's good to know that things other than Garnier are available.
You would know that, Simon, if you washed your hair more.
Well,
Shower cap. You're in the shower. Someone walks in. Shows you their genitals.
You can show them yours as well. Because they have the shower.
That one's not as bad.
Why?
That's why
doesn't
hats are
make
wrong.
sense.
Right. No.
That's the only place in which wearing a hat you would be naked.
It's not even a hat, really.
It's a cap.
Yeah. Go. Just.
Alright.
Why are you doing this, Tim?
No.
Why? The scores are in.
where did you get them from?
They're in.
Okay.
I pulled them from a hat. In last place, with 4 points, is Tim Vivian Shaw.
Oh.
It was a very poor display. You did get 3 out of 5 for your second one, but your first one got only 1. I appreciate the sentiment, but stay out of my game. It's mine.
Well,
In
I
third,
can't complain.
third. There's 4 of you. Is Simon Schneider with 5 points.
Okay.
You didn't say Flavor Flav.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay.
You could have gone 6.
Once again, the scoring for this game isn't rated on what it actually says.
Well, if I tell you what I actually drew the scores on, then you'll cheat later.
Then we
So-
have to play the game.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to.
It's cheating to know how to play, then there's no mystery or challenge.
There's loads of mystery. In second place, with 6 points, it's Jack.
Yeah.
First place with 7 points is James. If no one cares, you're just like, well, yeah,
I was
fine.
You normally give like a justification. You
Yeah.
break down the answer.
Yeah.
You normally say what points got awarded and deducted for.
Yeah, but it's really hot today.
Okay. We'll just assume it's favouritism then. Well done, James.
Why is that favouritism?
James's
Well, 'cause he's not giving
James's
answers.
was good.
I was better than yours. You're not Flavor Flav, so therefore it's better than yours.
All right, fine, true.
Ooh! When I went to Disneyland, I got a hat with Winnie the Pooh on it, and my friend had a Donald Duck one.
And did they show
Hopefully
you
this
their
might
genitals?
redeem me. I'm at
Did they
Disneyland.
take him off?
I'm at Disneyland. This might be my explanation. I'm at Disneyland. I've got my Winnie the Pooh hat on. You know the mascot with the big stuff thing comes along? Winnie the Pooh comes along, shows me his genitals. No, still nothing. Still nothing,
I don't
James.
know why you're attempting to win the game after it's been announced. That's like standing at the podium after the Olympics. You're in third place. You're like, wait, no. You just jump back into the pool.
It's like a murderer trying to get off a murder charge by killing more people. It's all I know.
Okay.
Tim, you're going to be last next time as well now. Just for that.
If you remember.
I don't.
Yeah.
Brilliant. On that note, we'll put on a couple songs and we'll be back with you soon. If the mouse actually lets me control it, don't worry, I've got this under wraps. It's my favourite song. It's Fade by Jack Wobb and Mayday. And then after that, my
Should we
favourite
do
song.
just one song because it's so close to the end anyway?
Okay, yeah, just my one favourite song. Cool. See you guys soon.
Picking up the
I was
pieces
too-
of me that you discarded.
Hello, this is Afternoon Delight. How is everyone? Is everyone feeling all right? James, listen. James, you almost collapsed there. You okay? Oh, okay.
It's a nice stretch. He was in the sun like a big old cat.
Oh, I can't wait to go outside. I mean, I love the show, but I can't wait to get out on that sun.
I
Is it
can't wait to get
from
out of here either.
from this position, all I can see is sort of the sun glimmering in through the door. It's like waiting for me.
But it's
Aw.
also mocking
Oh.
because it's setting.
Oh, is
So
it?
it's,
Oh.
yeah,
It
it
will
will
be very
it's the setting
soon.
sun.
Oh well,
About an hour or so.
Yeah.
it does
In
that.
case you wanted to know,
It does that.
That's what
Oh
time
well.
of year it is.
that's how the sun works. It goes up and then down again.
Hmm.
Is there an up and down in space?
The sun doesn't really move.
No, yeah.
And bringing it,
That was excellent, James.
bring it all back
alright.
to the umbrella
I
topic,
was
science. How's everyone enjoyed the show? Is everyone happy?
been alright.
Yeah, it's been good.
Hey.
You all look a bit miserable.
It's been alright.
It's just the change of being really warm and then a bit flustered.
I can't
I'm
control
not looking at you, Jack. At the moment. I'm looking at you when I say this. Just when it gets really warm and it makes you a bit tired, and then you get perked up a little bit when the aircon goes back on, and you get tired.
What's the
again.
perfect weather?
I don't know.
Hail.
It was like we
This
were
is-
really
this is-
baked, and then we had some ice, and then we were all
Yeah.
perked up again.
But
Ice tends to do that to you.
what's the perfect, in your
It's a
opinion?
crystallising moment.
In your opinions, what's the perfect weathers? When it's really nice.
I like this weather because it's really green. There are flowers, and it's the first signifier you get that the weather's going to be good, and it's going to be green, and the sun's coming back. And this is my favourite time. I don't matter how much it rains as long as it's not cold. I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate snow and I hate cold. So
Yeah.
I also hate really hot as well. So anywhere.
That's what I was about to say. I can see why you'd hate really hot, because absolute blistering heat is actually really aggravating.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with heat.
I'm fine with it.
It can be aggravating.
No.
But- okay, all right.
Humid weather's bad.
Humid's horrible.
I think humid's quite fun as well.
I
Oh,
like
okay.
it.
Not
cool.
fun, but
James just running around.
It's a humid day.
I lead such an exciting life.
Oh, we forgot to bring it up earlier. It's topical news, and it'd be nice to see some opinions on it. Maybe what you guys think. Apparently, narcotics have been found in Justin Bieber's.
Not really narcotics. They found cannabis.
Oh,
Not-
okay.
Not.
I did the
That's
same
good.
amount of research. I do into everything.
He's not speedballing, don't worry. Because if they were cutting for Bieber when he was smoking cannabis, if they found him like speedballing or like with crack, then things may
And-
get more severe.
Yeah.
So,
And what I found out recently is that he's got a pet monkey.
yeah,
So how
I
long's
found
that
this
been
out.
going?
I didn't know this.
While
Why?
what
Who
kind of
gave him a
monkey?
monkey?
I think
he
you
probably
can just
bought
get
it.
I'm
one.
pretty sure he's rich enough to buy a
Yeah.
monkey.
You don't have to get a monkey as a present if you're J Beebs.
But what? This is one of those things where it's sort of celebrities go too far. Well, it's a
he
animal
wants a
straight out
monkey,
of
he
its
can get a
habitat, and it
monkey.
shouldn't
Have
really
you heard
be-
the other trouble he's got into?
What?
He was in Amsterdam, and he went to the Anne Frank Museum, and afterwards he came out, and people were interviewing him. They went, "What do you think of the Anne Frank Museum?" And he was like, "I think it's really, really interesting, and I think if Anne Frank was alive today, she'd be a believer."
No, what happened is he
And it's just like, oh no.
visitors have a thing that they can write a note in.
Yeah.
And he wrote down like all about Anne Frank and just things that okay, he's that young, he's stupid, but then he said if she was alive today, she would be a believer.
You see, that's the
It's just like,
kind of thing I'm talking about
okay.
with a monkey. There's clearly a sense of immaturity about him.
Because
Why
he's
is he
young?
Yeah, because he's young.
I'm willing to.
I wouldn't give a monkey to any. I
He's
think
not
he's 17
much younger
or whatever.
than us.
No, he's 18.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like 18.
Yeah, I don't think
19.
any 18-year-old.
Isn't that legal monkey owning age?
Yeah.
I'll go out on a limb on this because I'm pretty sure I've gone out on a limb quite a few times on this show. But like, I genuinely think it's the fact that he's very, very spoiled, and I don't think he's especially that intelligent. I think it's like, and when I say intelligent, he doesn't have no grasp on actually how to handle being that famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's just gone, yeah, I'll get a monkey, I'll do whatever I want. Like, and to back up my statement that he's not that clever, a German interviewer was interviewing him, and they went, "Oh, have you ever been to Germany before?" And he went, "What's that?" "Germany." "What's that?" "Germany." No, he did. He went, "I don't know what that is." He did not know what Germany was. He didn't know it was a country. He didn't know if it was a food. He had no
Have
idea.
you been to a fish and chips?
And he was just like, "I don't know what that is. Can
He's
we
very
move
young.
on?"
He's very young, and also
He's a couple years younger than us. Did you know Germany when you were?
Yes, I did. However, I'd also, at this age, stressed with the sort of celebritydom he has. But I can find some sympathy for him. But the monkey stuff gets me.
Why?
Because that's a living, breathing animal.
He doesn't look after it, does he?
Jackson having a monkey.
He's just got
Yeah,
one.
but Michael Jackson was insane in a lot of other ways. And
Does that justify him having a monkey? That's fine. Michael Jackson was insane,
No,
so he had the
no.
qualifications
Next
to look
time,
after
okay,
him.
inmates in asylums, you may have monkeys.
no, I'm just saying the whole monkey thing was overshadowed. But anyway, we've actually not got any time left, so I can't talk about monkeys and I can't talk about Justin Bieber. But we've enjoyed listening to you, audience. We hope you've enjoyed listening to us.
I've actually just had a text from Anish, and I assume, from what it says, he wants me to read it out on the radio. So, from Anish, and to everybody listening, sweet, be back from the gym in a bit. Thank you, Anish.
Goodbye,
And
everyone.
what a beautiful note on which to end this show.
Yeah.
Merry
So long.
Anish.
Yeah, so long, farewell.
Happy Anish.
Auf Wiedersehen and good night.
Bye.
Bye! So, you're back. I guess you noticed that none of the members died. Well, that's because every episode we die a little bit inside. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.